Don't just straight up pay collections. You will ruin your credit. Hi, my name is Matt Coach. I created this YouTube channel to share the tips, tricks, and mistakes on my way to building an 8-figure real estate portfolio. And one of the uh, more straightforward pieces of credit advice that I give to people, a lot of my stuff that I say is niched to specific banking stuff that's happening right now, but always a collection on your credit report should not be just when they call you and they say, hey, you owe $300 for an unpaid phone bill, that you pay it. You will ruin your credit if you do that. So when you pay a collection, they have now verified the debt and it stays on your credit report for 7 years. If you never pay that collection, it stays on your report for 7 years. So if you, let's spit out this situation, right? Say you're 22 years old, you just got out of college, you can't find a job, you can't pay your phone bill, that goes to collections for you, tanks your credit, right? You end up getting a job maybe 6 months, a year later, right? That collection's still on your report. Now, that $300 phone bill, you go, oh, I'm gonna pay that off. I'd like to start building my credit. You know, I make $60,000 a year. I got a good, college degree and career path. I'm gonna buy a house maybe in 4 or 5 years. I'd like to get my credit into a good spot to be able to do that. Sounds good. Problem is, if you go and pay that credit, that collection off of your, from that credit reporting agency, that collection agency, they're going to re-report that debt as being paid. So now, that year that you spent waiting and not paying off that debt because you couldn't afford to, now that you are in a financial position to pay it off, and it makes you feel good because now you paid back the person you owed money to or the agency you owed money to, what you actually did was hose yourself, because now you're going to have to wait an extra year with that thing on your report. So even though maybe at 28, 29 years old, you have a significant other and a high earning, maybe 6-figure job that you've gotten into as you've maybe progressed throughout your career, you're going to also have a low 600s credit score. It's going to cost you percentages on a mortgage. You might have to come down with a higher down payment, or you might not even qualify at all. You might not be able to get into good apartments or rental properties up until that point because your credit score doesn't qualify you for the better neighborhoods, and you're stuck in a perpetual loop of being in a bad spot with your credit because of some stupid phone bill that's not even that much money that you couldn't pay due to just normal hardships of life. So instead of that, what you're going to want to do is a thing called a pay for deletion letter. So that's a letter that you're going to send in to that collection agency saying, hey, look, I got this collection on my report. There's specific wording that you'll put inside of it. Do some more research with this. I don't have like a pay for deletion template that I can give you guys, but know that if you have a collection on your report, go for YouTube video pay for deletion. Find a template, send that in, right? And only pay the debt if they agree to delete it from your credit report. Most people might logically think that is they pay the debt, it should get off their credit. That's not the case. So don't put yourself in that spot, because you're actually in a better spot never paying the thing than you are if you pay it if you pay that full collection spot without having them agree in writing to delete it from your credit report. So I know that's a bit complicated. Credit can be complicated and convoluted, but don't just go about paying collections, or you could seriously hurt your credit history. So, see you later.